they didn't go out because necessarily of what happened last night and what happened against Bayern. They look at the failures against Copenhagen and Galatasaray, but it felt like a really limp sort of way for Manchester United to end this group campaign.
Yeah, it was disappointing. I was on the flight today with a lot of Man United fans coming back, and they were really disappointed.
Mood was low, I'd say.
Yeah, they were really disappointed just with the whole outlook for Man United. They looked, as soon as Bayern scored, they knew it was over. There was no way back into it. The players didn't seem that hurt by the fact that they were going to get knocked out of Europe completely. They never really pushed to go and get that goal back. And I just think that the belief within the team, the squad and the whole club is just at rock bottom at the moment. And you keep trying to make excuses for the manager and say, like, he needs all the players back fit, he needs everyone available to him. But when he's had players available, we've never looked at a player and thought, oh, he's doing really well. Maybe you had Rashford for a spell last year when he was playing and he done really well. But apart from that, there's no one that stood out under him. There's no one that's improved massively. None of the signings have stood up and gone, right, I'm going to be the main man for Man United now. And it looks like I think it's close to £400 million that's being spent, and the team hasn't moved any more forward than it was under Solskjaer.
So what you're saying is that the injuries are there, and the situation of the club with the ownership and the sale and the Radcliffe thing coming in the background, even taking all that into account, that this group campaign and this season so far, you can lay a lot of blame at Ten Hag's door for it. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I mean, you just look at the difference in Man United and Aston Villa in the terms of the two managers, the difference that they've made on the playing style of the teams. You talk about the injuries, and Luke Shaw's been out for 3 months, comes back, and the manager plays in 5 games in 15 or 16 days, and again he gets injured because he's not managed them correctly. He needs to take players out, give them a rest, and it just looks like the whole management of the whole club is just wrong. And forget the rest of the club, the actual first 11, the first team squad, they're not playing for one another. They're not playing in sync. They don't seem to have any sort of consistency, which comes down. There was a clip, obviously, as you've seen on social media, of the rondo they were doing in training, and it was just a mess. And if people allow that to be the standards that United are getting to, there needs to be, I mean, it all begins in training. It begins in a training field, and that's nothing to do with a board. That's nothing to do with anyone. That's a coach who has his team for 2 hours, trying to put things in structure, trying to put tactics into place, and don't see any evidence of it coming out onto the pitch in matches. Do
you think it's been proven that he's not the right man for Manchester United?
I don't think he will get Man United back to where they want to go. Whether he's the stopgap man now until the end of the season and they do the whole circus again of trying to find someone and start again and spend a load of money again, I don't know. For me, Ten Hag has proven in his 18 months or whatever, how long he's been there, that he's not going to push Man United further forward. The players that he's signed haven't been good enough. The results haven't been consistent enough. And to me, it looks like a club that's just rudderless, going nowhere, doesn't seem to be improving in any way whatsoever. And all that is on the pitch, regardless of what's going on off it. That I'm talking about just on the pitch, they're going backwards, certainly from last year. I think they're lucky to be in the Champions League anyway because of the season that the likes of Liverpool, Chelsea and Tottenham had last year. But I just don't see any positive future for Man United under Ten Hag.